Did you know that 1 in 7 seniors live in poverty? Well, the AARP Foundation and the Miami Dolphins are teaming up off the field to turn this scary statistic around. And joining me now is Jason Jenkins, Miami Dolphins Senior Vice President of Communications and Community Affairs, and Paco Velez, President for Feeding South Florida. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
This is going to be an exciting event. This is the 3rd year. How many meals are we packing, guys?
Well, the goal is definitely 1 million. We packed over 1 million meals last year, and with more than 4,000 volunteers, whether it's players, coaches, and staff in the community, our special teams volunteers as well, we definitely look to go over 1 million again.
So for those that want to volunteer, I mean, they're going to see some players, they're going to see some cheerleaders, of course, TD as well. It's a good time for a good cause. You're in South Florida, your hometown, giving back to those that need it most. And we're talking about people who are over 50 years old, correct?
Correct. And so there are over 150,000 individuals, seniors, that are struggling to put food on the table, having to make a decision between food, medication, rent, especially with Social Security being flat. And with expenses going up, many of our older adults are struggling, and many more are at risk of not eating a nutritious meal. So a great partnership with the AARP Foundation and the Miami Dolphins organization to help put meals on those tables.
And Feeding South Florida and AARP and the Dolphins do food drives at the games and do so many events throughout the year. And last year, 128,000+ pounds of food were collected and packed for these people who live in our community, which is so much food.
You're absolutely right, and it's a great thing working with the AARP Foundation and also Feeding South Florida. Our mission is really aligned for hunger. One of the statistics that was sobering to me is 1 out of every 5 senior is food insecure, and that means they don't know where the next meal is coming from. That's a stat that breaks your heart, and anything that we can do as a community members to really help that is important to the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, this is going to be someone, you know, that's someone's parent, someone's grandparent, someone that doesn't have, you know, no longer has a family, or maybe their family doesn't live in South Florida.
No, you're absolutely right, and I think that's one of the main things that we're encouraging volunteers. They can go on dolphins.com/AARP Foundation. We'll have players signing autographs. We'll have food. We'll have hair nets. It's really going to make a difference to me. You know what the hair nets as we go through. But it's going to be such a great day. We're going to have a community fair with food, music, games after. So such an exciting time.
It's a nice little party, all for a good cause. And thank you to Feeding South Florida and, of course, the Miami Dolphins for everything that you do in our community. For more information on how you too can lend a hand to our senior adults this coming Sunday, make sure to go to dolphins.com/AARP Foundation or call 305-943-7900.